Hello. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Ashwini. How are you doing? Missing you. Hello, Preeti. Welcome to my live session. We'll just wait for 2 3 minutes. So, Ashwini, how's your interior career going on? You can just leave a comment or chat below. Yeah, hi. Hi, Preeti. Miss you a lot, Ashwini. Me too. Miss you all the students. You are my lifelines. I'm doing good, doing some projects, and as I was missing teaching, now I want to do some webinars and workshops, and keep connected with all of you. Hi, this hearts really inspires. Hi, Samir. Thanks for joining in your busy schedule. So, for people who doesn't know about me, about my career and my profession, I'm an architect. We are into turnkey projects. Turnkey projects is like, you give the site and we give you the house keys. So right from the designing, construction, interiors, everything, we are into that. And along with that, my greatest passion is teaching. I love teaching. I enjoy. I kind of get maximum satisfaction through teaching. So uh, I that's why I thought I should start something live, and I have started with it today. This is the first time. Hope I'll be able to carry on it well. And today's topic is uh, colors. So when you start recreating your rooms, color is the main thing which creates a mood, a feel, any aspect what you want to create in that room is usually taken away by the color, and the light and textures fall back. So color is a very important thing, and many of us, the clients, or when you're doing your own houses, we get a little confused. What colors to use? There are so many lakhs and lakhs of colors. If you see the shade cards, there are so many colors in the market. So how do you select? How do you this thing? I'll just give you a few tips, on how you can do it. Okay, that's how we have been doing it for our clients, for our own houses. So first tip is, um, color wheel. As all of you know, color wheel acts like, in a base for any architect or any designer, even the fashion designers, anybody. Color wheel is the main element what we keep, and based on that color wheel, we select the colors. So there are many color schemes based on the color wheel, like, monochromatic color scheme. Suppose, what is a monochromatic color scheme? I think many of you know what is a color wheel. Color wheel has a primary colors, secondary colors, and tertiary colors. So you can just look into the color wheel. And color wheel is basically divided into two parts: warm colors and the cool colors. Okay, what are warm colors? Which give brighter light reflections are called warm colors, and which give sober and a cool kind of an effect are called cool colors. Okay, so first thing, where to use warm colors and cool colors. warm colors should not be used where you have a window on west or a south side. Okay, why? Because most of the west and the south part of the houses, you'll get lot of bright light, that is light after 12. Okay, so those bright lights, if you use brighter colors in the room during the daytime, you're going to have a lot of harsh or brightness, and over a period of time you will not feel comfortable staying in that room. So preferably when you are using when you are have a windows towards west or a south, you should use cooler colors. Okay, and other east and north, you can use warmer colors. Okay, so in the color wheel, as many of you, my students know, we have monochromatic color scheme. What is monochromatic color scheme? Suppose if we take blue from the color wheel, so in the color wheel, if you take blue, there are so many tints and tint, tone and shade of blue. Tint, tone and shade is like if you add take a particular color blue, add white or add black or add gray, they become tint, tone and shade of a color. So we can use any tint, tone and shade of a color to that room and color it. So does it mean that suppose I take blue, I'll take lighter blue and color all my walls lighter blue? No, that's not the thing. Always we should have a base color. What I will tell you, what I'll give a suggestion is, take a lighter color on the walls. You can keep your walls all white. Okay, and in the accessories or the elements like your curtains or your pillows or your cushions or your rugs, or your upholsteries on the sofas, or your painting, the whole room can be only white, and your painting can have the monochromatic color, that is single color of blue, and that blue you can take in bits and pieces in all the elements of the room. So it will not look blue, and it will not look jazzy or whatever, but you will have only that blue color going all around. If you want to have an accent wall, you can use a very lighter shade of a blue or a texture paint of a blue or a wallpaper of a blue on one wall. What is an accent wall for the people who are new? Accent wall is the wall where your focus, as soon as you enter, your focus goes to that wall or at that element. That's called an accent wall. Usually we create an accent wall. So when we work with an accent wall, we decide whether to use a wallpaper or a artwork or anything. Then we play around with the colors in and around that. So this is monochromatic color scheme. I think many of you, hope you understood. Then next one is complementary. Complementary, as all of us know, especially the girls, ladies, we are very passionate about using complementary color schemes, like bright. When you're wearing your dress or a sari, especially, we have red and green, or opposite colors. Complementary colors are an opposite colors. Same way we have to use tint, shade and tone of a color. So select whatever is complementary. You want to use 2 colors, you want to use 3 colors, then select any 2 opposite colors on the color wheel, use tint, shade and tone of it, and then you can use it in your rooms. Okay, then the third one is analogous. Analogous is the 3 colors side by side beside each other on the color wheel. Whatever I am talking now is only on the selecting the colors depending on the color wheel. Like, have a reference as a color wheel as your reference, then you can take a single color, use in your room in bits and pieces. The overall room might be white or a beige, or might be one wall is blue and a little bit here and there, little one curtain. On the curtains you have a white drapes and you have a blue lines, or it might be on the cushions, you have a white cushion and a blue. So you carry, the whole room should have a same story to say. It should not be like, there should be some connection in your room, some flow in your room. It should feel as a whole. Okay. So same way, complementary is using 2 colors. So suppose if I say blue and red or orange, blue orange or whatever on the color wheel. So when do you think I mean, I'm not saying you to use it on the walls. Can we use blue and orange on the walls? Of course no. Yes, you can use it in a lighter shade, but you can use them in the accessories. No, might be, whatever you are. So for suppose you have a white living room, your all other elements are a wall, and your this thing is white, but you can add blue color sofa there, and then orange. So orange, complementary color is orange or red orange or whatever. So that you can use in lighter shades of orange as a cushions, or on your rugs, or on your artifacts, or on your this thing. So this is how we have to choose the colors. So third one is analogous. Analogous is one after the other color. You take a 3 colors. Suppose you want to use 3 colors. You can use n number of colors actually. So you can use 3 colors side by side, and then you can select the color scheme. So there are so many other color schemes based on the color wheel, but I think it will take a lot of I need at least workshop to be done for that. But I'm just giving you a basic understanding that how what basis you should keep and select a color for your room. So how do you do is, first suppose if you're designing for your client, might be you can ask your client what's your favorite color, or suppose they are couples definitely they'll be going to be 2 colors, and then you can use both as a complementary colors. You can use both. Use a basic this thing as white or a neutral color as a base, and use, suppose they want to use husband want to use blue and wife want to use pink, you can use them in this thing. Color wheel is available on if you just search the internet, it will be available. In my next webinar also I'll be sharing it with you. Here I don't know how to share, otherwise I would have had this thing. So so first point is, I can ask their favorite color. So you can use both the colors, or if they say 3 colors, you can use as a colors, but this has to be used in balance. Not on the walls, yellow, no. You can use as an accent wall, only on a single wall with a lighter shade. And always when you are doing any wall or anything, we should always have a foreground and a background. Suppose my back, this is cream, and in front I am in pink. So what happens is, if you contrast with foreground and background, your room is going to be really beautiful. So create an accent wall. If you want to use a brighter color, you can use a brighter color on an accent wall with a nice and mild tone. As I said, don't use bright colors for the rooms which are on west and south. And if you really want to use a brighter color, might be you can use it opposite wall of that window. Suppose my window is here, might be that other wall, I can use a brighter color, preferably with the adding of white. So if I say red, you won't directly go and paint red, isn't it? We have a lot of shades in red. We have hundreds of shades in red. So we will have to figure out what what red you want to use, what red your client likes, or what you like to do it for your room. You can use it. Okay, this is one color wheel. So again I will take one more webinar and a workshop on color wheel, because it's a vast subject and it's very interesting also. And the next point, so we'll go by favorite color of the client or yourself. Then next is your color wheel. Depending on the color wheel we work. And the next one is inspiration. That's a very interesting and very nice to play with, and I really enjoy doing with this feature. Suppose all of you can just look around you and find something which has some 2-3 colors. So I have just kept some thing for an example here from my garden. So can you all of you see this? See this color? Isn't it so beautiful? The purple, the lighter green, and the darker green. So this can be a color scheme for any of my room. Suppose I love this color scheme. Wow, this is called inspired by the nature object. Okay, any object, you can take anything around, or you're in a beside a beach, and then you see a sunset. So what colors you see? You see orange, you see lighter yellow, then you see white, sea watercolor, you see blue sky. Keep that color palette. So decide on what are colors you're going to use. You can use 3 to 5 colors. While using 3 to 5 colors, first I will tell you the main thing is divide the colors into 3 groups. Okay, first is called the neutral color. Neutral color is, select a color which is lighter and which gives a nice cozy, or whatever kind of a room you want to create. Suppose you are designing a bedroom, then it will be cozy, cool. Suppose you are designing a kids room, it has to be bright and interesting and nice. So decide whatever colors you are using. Suppose I am using these 3 colors. Okay, so what I will do, I will take a very, very, very light shade of this. Can you see this one? This I will use it on 60% of my interior. Okay, this will be 60%. Then the green will be 30%. So this is called the neutral color. So neutral color will be the overall color, major, it will take the major role in that room. And green, because green is not as bright as this purple. So what I'm taking green. I can make it lighter, I can make it darker using tint, tone or shade or something like that. Okay, and then I use this 30%. How might be that my walls and all this are in this. One of the accent wall can be in this with a texture of color of both of this, light green and dark green. Might be that my accent wall will be dark green, light green. So that will be 30%. Remaining 10% we call it as highlight. So 3 main thing: neutral color, mid value and highlight. This is the thumb rule for any designers, interiors or architects, that we use when we take any color. It need not be an inspiration, because it is easy for me to explain when I'm in live. So I'm just telling you this. So you have to use 60% neutral colors. If you take pink, suppose this pink, you can take very light shade of this pink. Use it in a larger way. Okay, might be in the walls, in the sofas, in the bed, in the cushions, and you can add. So that is neutral. Neutral should be 60%. Mid value is where you get bored. I think Rupali had asked me a question when we use white or gray or anything like that. Yes, if you use only white, gray, it is boring. But sometimes, we can make it interesting by adding little colors. Might be darker gray, might be you can add any other blue or something like that and make it interesting. Okay, or take anything like this, add them in a very simple in a way, so that they look beautiful and elegant also. Okay, and that is, and the last one is highlight. So what I will do, I'll use this color. This will be only 10%. So 10% of this color can be used as a highlighter. Might be my wall is white and I want to use an artwork, so or I have some artwork of this color, so I am going to use it on the wall as very minimum 10%. So it will not be too bright on your walls, it will not be harsh in your room, it will give that whatever feel you want to create in that room, and it will look beautiful. So same way we can take anything. I have just found this too, and any element, anything which you see around, you can just take it and do it. And any questions you have or anything you want to I have few of my students also joined. Hi Nitika, hi Sohel, how are you? So other than that, okay, so I'll just brief you what all we did. First is either take favorite colors and recreate room. basic mantra of color scheme is 60-30-10 rule. Okay, so 60-30-10 is 60 is neutral, 30 is mid value, and 10 is highlighter. So it will make your room look interesting. Don't use only one color, two color, or use 3, 4, 5 colors, but use them very smartly. Don't don't overuse them. Okay, then that is one thing. Then color wheel we have actually 16 to 20 color wheel schemes. When I'm taking a webinar, I'll explain. You have monochromatic, use only single color, tint, tone and shade of that, and use it in your rooms. Then complementary, use 2 colors on the color wheel. Okay, these 2 colors I like, let me do it with this. Yes, okay, do it. And but mantra is 60-30-10. Okay, then next is inspired by any element, need not be from the nature, it can be anything. Might be I have a charger here, so red and white, I want to use this. Oh, I like this color, use it. Okay, anything it can be which is in and around you, or which inspires you, or which color scheme you really love. I love this print, I love this color, I just want, you can just use it. Okay, only thing you remember is 60-30 and 10. And next is, suppose you have artwork in your room already, which is there, and you want to recreate the room. So there are some colors on the artwork, try to use those colors into your interiors. Don't take another colors or anything. So you can get inspired by the artwork there and use that color. Okay, so that is one more. And I think there are so many things to be taught, but I can take a webinar in a or a workshop or something like that. I want to ask if there is any questions regarding this, or anybody wants to know anything where I can help it. Okay, Go World Live is saying it's interesting. Sweets, thanks a lot, thanks for all your encouragement. Loved the concept of inspired color scheme. Yes, that's also my favorite always. Sohail, you have any questions? You can ask it here. Nitika, hi Nitika, how are you? Gajal, easy tips, nice to know about the inspiration scheme. Yeah, everybody is in love with inspiration scheme. Nice information, Manu Kapoor. Thanks Manu, very informative. Thanks Nirmit. Thank you, thank you. Without you all, I wouldn't have done this. All my Diva tribes. Wrinkle Patel, any questions? Thanks Samir, Rangi, Ashwini. So did you face any? Yeah, I have a question now. How can we use purple in our room? Yes, you can't. You can, if you want. You can't see. Color means it's not paint. Okay, color means overall color of the room. Okay, so suppose this purple, I can't paint in all the room, correct? We have to use it in a 10% as a highlighter. You have white walls, use might be a texture of lines of purple, or a floral pattern of wallpaper as a purple, or like that you should use. It is not. How can we use 60? Yeah, so suppose if I am a designer, because each designer has their own liking and choice. So here if I am using purple, so 60 would be, I would use white, because white goes well with purple. So 60% of it I'll use it as a white. Neutral colors, they are called neutral colors. I think I didn't mention about neutral colors. Neutral colors are white, black, gray and brown. Now brown is also considered as a neutral color. So you can use any of the neutral colors as the neutral, maximum 60%. Okay, you can decide whether you want to go 30 with purple or 10 with purple. Some people like brighter rooms, or might be you can use if it is for a girl's room, suppose. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. If it is for a girl's room, I'll use purple as 30. Okay, I'll create a beautiful accent wall with purple color, and the main accent wall is a highlight, it's a focus. Okay, it is the main where emphasis goes as soon as you enter into your room. Okay, so purple I'll use it as 30 for a girl's room. Suppose I'm using purple for a living room, I'll use it 10. Where might be on the cushions, might be on the floor rug, might be in the curtains or little bit patterns with the white in and around the place. Okay, so that is how I think we have to use 60 30 10. And also you should know the function and who is using the room, because you have to create that mood. Okay, usually we don't use purple for boys room. We may go for black, or you go for brown, or any other colors which they like. So I think Kajal, you're clear with this explanation of 60 30 10 with whatever color you want, and where especially you have to know where you're going to use and what kind of a feel or a mood or an thing you are going to create there. That is very important. Beside any color or anything, whether the room is for relaxing, it is for having fun, it is for get together, it is for study, it is what mood you have to create, that should be there. But when you use 60 30 10, it is very easy. Okay, it becomes very easy for you. So any color you take, you can just try today, in and around, look some colors, and then you can even send me messages later that okay, this if I am using, what are the other colors you can match with and all that. So I think excellent insight on color, Preeti, sorry, combinations. Thank you, Preeti. Kajal, got it. Thanks for your explanation. Thank you, Ashwini. Your session is so informative that we don't have any questions. You're always the best, ma'am. Thank you, Ashwini. Thanks a lot. So, did you face any issues while recreating any rooms in your projects? Ashwini, if you have started doing projects, Ashwini is my student who has passed Master Diploma in Interior Design. And even Sohail, I have few of my students who have joined. So Nitika also, and I hope that's same Nitika. Okay. Wrinkle, hi Wrinkle. Any questions? You used to have a lot of doubts in the class. Come on, let me know any questions you have now. Rupali, are you clear with your doubt? And there's one question, I think Naveen Kumar, he didn't join. He was asking what colors we should decide for, for living room or a bedroom. First thing I'll always say is look at the windows. So whether it is a bedroom or a living room, north and east, you can use little brighter colors with white, lighter shades. And if it is for a bedroom, preferably no warm colors, because too much of warm colors, brighter ones will not give you relaxing feel. There's a lot of things about color psychology also. Each color has their own psychology. When you use red, so red is, it is, if you use too much, it makes you feel irritated. But if you use it in a minimal and a nice way, it makes you feel loved. So there is a contrast in psychologies also. Even any color you take, blue or black. Black, we don't use black because it doesn't reflect light. So usually when we I say neutral colors, use light color. Light color is because, light colors reflect a lot of light, natural light. What I'm talking about is a natural light. So we need natural light. So when you have darker colors, the light reflection is less. So better use neutral colors, lighter colors. And then for bedrooms, that's what you can use, depending on the windows, we can use whatever color, not warmer ones, cooler ones. Use the same thing, 60, 30, 10. I'll say this is the mantra. And it becomes easy for you. So select some color from wheel or from inspiration or your favorite color, and then apply the rule. Either use lighter shades as a neutral color or use white, beige, or any other this thing, and you can go ahead. Okay. Dream Zone Indiranagar, hi. Is it Happy Soul? Hi Shruti. joined late, you can watch my video. Anybody, any questions? I hope all of you got some information about the colors. Dream Zone Indiranagar, I just want to know who has joined from there. Is it Kavita or Amruta? Okay. Any more questions, or should I wind up and we can meet again for some workshop? Happy Soul, Shruti, do you have any questions? Samir? Okay, save the live video. Yes, I will surely save and share it. Okay, I think now I will wind up. Thank you all of you for joining on a Sunday afternoon. You could have rested, you could have gone out, you could have shopped, you could have spent time with your family, but still you decided to join me and encourage me. Thanks a lot. Keep coming back. Bye.